Live here. Let me go ahead and set you up. Show you what I got going here. Get the camera set up at the right angle. I'm gonna be moving the camera around a lot anyway. Let's see. There you go. There you go. All right. Let me get the laptop going. That's not weird. Uh, all right. This is all set. Um, see what I did so far. Those who watched yesterday. Uh, I got everything all done. So today, I did go ahead and put the eyes and all that in. I'm gonna show you got everybody how I came to that off of that. Uh, Yesterday where I had that mess up in the way, we we sanded that down and we got it a little bit okay, but yeah, it'd be all right now. Um, Now, like I said, I did the face. I got some lines up there to kind of give me where I need to go. This will be hair, more hair, and the hair back here. But we'll get all that because that's going to be a lot of paintbrush work I have to do there. I think today we're going to go ahead and uh, block in the pumpkin with the orange and that. This right here, that's her hand. She got the earring, the heart earring, eyebrows, and everything like that. So we'll just go on. Like I said, we're going. I need to put up at the make my stencil for the pumpkin. We'll do that now. That's going to be the orange, and I'm going to have to do. We'll put the laptop way over here and see if I can get the camera. Might have to move my soda. We're gonna need to move the light and everything about there. Let's move the camera facing down there. Pull this in here like that. That might work like that. So you'll see that right there. Now you see I got the cutting board right there. And yeah, that'll work. Now, now you'll see what I have going on. Like I said, all the work that I do, I have a folder. So now you see on the, we could zoom you in. Oop. Yeah, I'll keep going out. I'll zoom you in. I'm gonna have to move this over. I like that. Hey, see at the folder. I always write everything on the folder. So inside the folder, from the artwork that we did so far, I have her cut out there. That was the original starting off and everything. Uh, over here on this part of the folder, you see where I had the face all cut out and that. So it's like I try to keep every piece. This was the piece that was taped to the mug and that. Now I have this part of it, of the folder, where I have her cut out. We don't need that no more for now. Um, this is another piece that I already cut out. So we have that. And then I could do this. This is the one hair part that goes up here. Over, it went over like that. So, but we don't need these. I need to get another part so I could do the pumpkin. I could, I could take this one and cut the pumpkin out, and but I really need the outline of the pumpkin. And where do I have that? Oh, that'll be this piece. So I can go ahead and maybe we'll do that. And I'll just cut the hand and all that out. Yeah, we'll do that. So we now see I just figured out how to do that. And so I could use this cutout and just cut this part off and then cut this part off and we'll have the pumpkin already cut out. So I could go ahead and work with these two pieces and just go ahead instead of cutting out another one of these. Because I have these written down. You'll see where I have these written down to where I have dark written on this one. The next one is a medium dark. And then I have, I think I have light. Yeah, the next one is low light. And that's it. The three, I got the three left. Because I started off with two darks. And then I went to the low light. And then for the eye and the face and that was a super light. So it's just I try to keep it to where I have different kind of cover and then I have the color copy right there. But that you can see the difference in the size compared to what I'm using on the cup. So that's why I have different things in that. Now what I do, okay. So now we could just go ahead, I could go ahead and just put all this right back in here. And like I said, we're going to go ahead and use the pumpkin off of this copy onto the mug. So I'll put that back. And then, like I said, on the folder in that right here, I have this copy, and that was the face with the eye. You can't really see, but I have like the eye and all that cut out, and then I have like little cuts for indication of the eyebrow and stuff on the mug and that too. So when I come back to paintbrush and that, I have some indications on there. So we don't need the folder no more. Now I'll just put the folder to the side. And we'll bring both of these pieces down on the cut board. And we're going to use that. But this is going to set up the coffee mug now when I cut these out. All right. Now I get my razor knife out, the Zacto knife out. And I look at the picture over there. I can barely see how that is on there, but it does go by her hand. I take it, and you go up to it. You can barely see. You can see her hand right there. I can see that. It's okay. Then I can see the handle of the cup. I'm not going to be concerned about that right now, the handle of the cup. But I wanted to see how it comes right by her lip and the chin and that. And then I want to go up here with the cut. So the cut's got to come up here. Go right on around. I think I'll go around like this. And then around her hand. And it goes right by her lip because she's blowing on it because the cup of coffee is hot. So we'll do it like that. But let me look on the. Yeah, it goes. Her chin is practically resting on the cup, the pumpkin. So we'll do that. So this light, I need more of this light. All this area, I'm just trying to get it close as I can to what it's supposed to look like. But all this area, how it's so close to everything, um, you come back in with your paint brush. You'll be able to sharpen it all up. Now I need to, when I get this part done, I'm going to save this pumpkin because I'm going to use the pumpkin again. I'll use the pumpkin again. I'm going to cut out the eyes, the nose, and the mouth for the pumpkin, and I'll just spray the dark color then. Alright, so we have that piece, and we have the pumpkin piece. I'll just set it to the side for now. Now I'll take this piece and I'll cut out. And we'll cut out. I'll cut out this out here, and we'll. I have. So if I look back at the coffee cup, I do have part of the face and the eyebrow and that. I want the eyebrow. This is just to mark it off what I have on there. So I'll have something to line it up to. And I think what I have lined up there, we'll go right back here. Go right back here, just above her eye. And cut around here like this. So now I'll have that part and plus her. Now I don't need this right now. We'll just put that off to the side. Now I have enough to cover up the rest so I could shoot the paint. Put my X-Acto knife away. I'll just put it off up here. Now I'll take both of these pieces, flip them over, flip it over, and I have a bunch of these tapes that I use to tape it to the mug. Or yeah, because like I said, I cannot put the magnet on the mug because it's aluminum. So we need to put these on the mug to hold the mug down, or hold this down to the mug. We have that. Now we'll have this one. I need it close by. So we'll have that there. And then we'll have this there. I could have put another one up here. I might have to make a couple of them. I'll put this down here. I got my roll of tape. And all I'll do is take a piece off the roll of tape. Take a piece, real short piece. Just do the short piece. Can you see me on the screen? Just take a short piece, go like that, and we'll just roll it up. Roll it up there. Roll it up there. just fold it around, just like that. Put a piece right there. Do the same thing. I want this to stick on that mug as much as possible. I would do that. Let's keep roll it, fold it over like that. I, it, to get some of the stickiness off of there, do it like that. There. There, like that, like that. All right, so now we'll have to. Now we're ready. These are ready to go onto the mug. So we'll take you up onto the mug, and we'll show you this process there. Let me move your camera around. And we'll head there. There you go. Have you around like that. I try not to put my hand on the mug as much as possible. I'm going to go ahead and slide this one back. And we'll have the mug there like that. See that there. I'm going to move that there. I'm going to move some of the stuff around. Move the laptop around. There. There. All right. Now what we cut out, let's put this up here. And we'll have her face covered up and try to get the hand covered up. That right there. That's like that. That, and this is going to be right there like that. So that'll be that's where I want to spray the pumpkin. I think I don't have it right quite all the way. It is. I think it'll be good. Like I said, this is just to block it in for where the pumpkin is. Mainly what I'm doing is just blocking it in just mainly for the orange of the pumpkin. And I want to try to get as close as I can because the paintbrush will take care of some of this later on when I get to the paintbrush stage of doing it. And I'll hold, and we'll be holding this down to when I get to the pumpkin, because we'll detail it all out. You really get the detail out when you do the paintbrush work. But this is just blocking it in. Hey, Swamp Picker, how you doing, guy? So it's like a matter of cutting the stuff up to get the shape that you want out of that. So now we have the pumpkin blocked in. But like I said, with the other piece, the piece that I have there, I'll cut out for the eye and that, the eye and the nose and all that. But right now, we just want to get the pumpkin color in, the orange in. But it's each step that you take to do this helps you out in the long run. It makes life a little bit easier when you go to do the paintbrush work. So now we'll put the cutting board off to the side. So now if you see, here's the pumpkin. So now you see where it'll all fit together. So I'll have to, like I said, I'll cut the eyes and all that out of the pumpkin, and then we'll put it back up on here, and I'll just paint the darker color, use a darker color on it, and I'll have the pumpkin's face all set up then. So like I said, now I gotta just get the airbrush loaded up with the orange, and we'll shoot the orange on there. And I already have my orange mixture. So let's get the paintbrush going. We're going to use Timothy John Luke's airbrush. And this should be good enough. Yeah. We have the orange and the good. Let's put this over. This is my test my color with. There. All right. So now we have that. Let me get my. This is my hold down, my pointer. So now we'll just hold it down. That's it. All that for just shooting that little bit on there. But I'm going to put a little bit more on there. I really could just keep it like that if I want. But you look at how it is on her cup and that. So I want to keep it a little bit like that. There we go. There you go. All that just for that little bit. Just for that little bit. I'm gonna go a little bit darker back here. Little dust there. 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 Alright, so now I have to clean the gun out. Put you back up there. That there. Now we're gonna, I'll face you down to see how I cut the pumpkin eye out and that. If you don't lose, let's cut it right there. Now you can see the cutting board. I'll take and cut that out. That's gonna be a little tricky. So I'll have the tape on this side, and then I'll be holding it down with my pointer and that. So now cut the pumpkin eyes and that out, and we'll change the paint up in the airbrush gun to do that part. So the first part we're going to cut out is one is going to be the harder.
So we're pretty much as far as we can get tonight. Once the head is done, we clean this thing, tape it up, and spray this thing down.
Now, if you take these and you think you have it cut out enough, you look at it, and you can see where I do have it cut out enough. Just take it and pull it back with your X-Acto knife, and then you can grab it with your fingernail, and you have it cut out. See how it's cut out? So if you look on this side, and it's so close to that line, I just do that.
So I won't bore you with a big long story here, but I am a motorcycle feller. Grew up on them from just a wee lad. Started off with the Honda 50Z. I believe it was a 1984. It was new when I was born, basically. And rode the wheels off that thing. And then as I got older, even my friends and we called it middle school or grade school. We would ride double on them. We put thousands of miles on them. And then I got into Yamaha 80.
Get off of there.
I had my original Yamaha 80 over there over by the couch on the TV. And then I went to a Yamaha 125 DT. And then I went to a YZ250. And boy, was that eye-opening. Now, I've been a two-stroke dirt bike guy all my life. And I had a bajillion Yamaha's and a ton of KTM's. That's what I got in all KTM. anyway, as you get older, I messed my knees up in sports. Started doing, the street bike stuff. Started with the Yamaha 650 Maxim and moved my way up into Harley Davidson's right away. Been a Harley guy through and through. I've been in Sturgis Rally for, well, I missed the first year in many, many years. 18 years, I think I've been there. And still have a Harley. I've got that wrecked Harley Ultra Glide. Unfortunately, someone passed away on that. It went through an insurance sales company, ended up being sold to a Copart at another auction. I bought it from them. I can't get a title. It's completely locked out. And I rode it until the paperwork that I had expired, and then it's been sitting. So I had a soft tail before that, and a fat boy for a small period of time. So anyway, sold a bunch of other junk and stuff and things like that. I did something a little bit more decent that would just work, that I wouldn't have to do maintenance on, and jumper cables and change oils every 15 seconds so it wouldn't vibrate the teeth off. It has some creature comforts. And I was looking at a Harley bagger. They're so expensive. And funny story, I was actually going to look at, I was looking at a sprayer, and went to this equipment place that also had ATVs and stuff like that, and they had this in there, and it was like brand new, but brought back. I think it had 600 miles, and it was significantly discounted. The guy bought it, it scared the pants off of him, and he brought it back, and it was
There.
like on trouble or something. I don't know what the story was, but this
Alright.
is like significantly
Cover
different.
the Zacto knife blade. We're going to be
So
needing another
good deal,
blade later on.
and I've always wanted an older Indian because it's basically newer Indians are
Now, here's
basically
the pumpkin.
it's basically a
Have the
forever,
orange up there.
but there's there's a lot
Now
of
you can
things
see
I
the
like about it.
pumpkin.
But I got to be honest,
Have it
it's
all cut
way
out.
better.
Look at the back side.
I work,
So it's cut out
stuff.
basically the same.
So there's just that's why I missed the rally last
And
year. I
now
was
we're
home
going to
last
take
night to ride,
a
and
piece
I
of
fired it
tape.
up to move it to build the engine, and that thing quit. So let's take a look at this thing.
Like I said,
So
this
this is the
side
Indian
we'll put the tape
G10,
on.
which is kind of like
So
the
what I could
bagger version
do,
of a Harley.
let me see.
And you can see that my cats have sat on it more than me, essentially. But it's
I'm going to take
really,
a
really
piece of
comfortable.
tape.
It's got, I don't even know how to run the buttons. I think it's this one. No, it's this
Just
one.
like that.
Maybe it's in here. It's in here.
And on
And
this
you can adjust
side
the
of
modes,
the,
like sport mode, tour mode,
this side here,
old man mode,
we'll
and
put
it
the
adjusts
tape.
everything. It adjusts the throttle response. It
Just like
adjusts
that.
torque and power and speed.
Now
Goes
let
pretty
me
easy.
put your
This is
camera
also,
up here.
once we get it fired up, I'll
Go
show you.
right to the
But you can
what we
actually
just did.
bring this down. This is
And
Harley Davidson's, one of the
we'll put the
most common
pumpkin back
options
in
with the
here.
little tinted windshield on.
Just like
Well, this one will fold down, and it'll also raise up like a cruiser. And then it's got the navigation and the Bluetooth,
there.
and it shows you elevation and
We'll have
trip
the
and
pumpkin
duration
there.
and temperatures and
I
all of the
could take
characteristics, all
another
the data,
piece of tape and tape it all up
which I'm sure probably
around the
works.
edges and that.
I've never been on a new Harley. But I like that it's an Indian. I like the old school looks, all this old stuff. It's the big boy. I think it's a 111. No, it's bigger than that.
Let's
It's
see.
probably 2 inches bigger than the Harley. The
See if I
115,
could
113.
do it good enough
I have no idea. I don't even know
without
what year it is. If you guys
interrupting
know, you can play Bluetooth so other people know. It's not new, new, new. It's a couple of years old, I think.
there.
But
Just
I
like
think that's
that.
the only thing
Another
the
piece
old
of
boy
tape.
can run. So anyway, we got to put a battery on. Look at this. It comes with box suspension for the box. Packaged in
Do this piece of
These
tape
have
up
the
the
original
top.
Polaris battery in it. They make their own batteries. See? I tried to tell you. It's junk.
Right
That's
there
pretty
at the
cool.
top.
One of
That'll
their
take that off.
facilities is over by my old shop in Wisconsin, where they made all the sewing machines and stuff. But this thing, they won't take a charge. It's just as bad. So I know the burning question. How fast is it? Does it pop a wheelie? Do a burnout? Haven't done a ton of
If
stuff.
you do it good enough,
Probably
you
not gonna
won't
buy it.
have
I'm about to say
I think I'll have a little line of the.
Might be a good time to go big and get
I
them
might
going.
have a little line in this
So
thing.
what is it called?
Where did I put it?
Ultra glide
There.
that I
I might have if
put
you
two out.
when you see close, or
This
you're
one's
looking
down below
close
where the
enough.
top is, so that's a big.
If anything should happen, it'll be right in this area. It'll be right in
Anyway,
both
that
areas.
is faster than my brother's newer irrigator.
Try to keep
And not a lot,
everything.
right?
So
But
when I go to
faster.
paint
And
the
it has
dark
this
in
thing
there,
on me, so they would
I
probably
try
have
not to get as much overspray
about
into the
5
other areas. So
bucks off of that other
it's
hardware.
like I said, if I have
I know how to
overspray, it'll
irrigate
probably
it,
be that line there
and I'm telling you,
mostly
it's
because
harder
I won't be
without it
coming down here as
on this
much.
motorcycle
The air
than it
pressure
is
will be pushed up against there.
considerably faster. I know you didn't want to hear that, but it is what it is. That being said,
So
I
the
really do
pumpkin's
love the Harley
in.
Davidson
Let's put
because of
tape
the
off to the
history
side.
of India. It's too bad what happened
And now I got to clean the airbrush
the
out
Harley Davidson
with, from
history.
that orange.
I love the sound. I
And
love the,
go with the,
tangling elbow
get some black in
noise,
the
oblique
airbrush
tread.
gun.
Just the heritage of this. You just
I got to clean that orange out
it's
of
so
it.
fun.
And
Guy built it out of his
find my
garage,
black.
and I brought so many different people together.
That's not that.
Mr.
It
Israeli,
was.
you have dentists and accountants and architects and
It might be this.
self-employed people and retired folks. And I've met so many
I think
good
this is
people
it. Yeah.
going the motorcycle hours. And they don't have to have fun. I mean, they can be riding a Kawasaki. I don't care. But
Yeah.
I'm just saying it's really
All
cool
right.
that the motorcycle community
Oh,
itself is, and a part of
get rid
Chicago.
of
You're doing
that.
stuff like that on its own edge too. But I just love the history of Harley.
Get rid of my cut board.
And there you go. Supposed to be a nice flip
Open
up.
up the orange.
Flip out all this.
Up the orange in there.
Stuff,
Get
you know.
my
I don't know.
clean that orange out.
This thing breaks down. Calling
I,
AAA.
that's one thing about going with this black. I don't necessarily
Actually, that was goose.
with dumping the orange out.
Yep.
Don't necessarily to me. I don't necessarily. Um, am not concerned about how
Okay.
good I clean the orange out,
I
but I
don't
like
mind
to
the
have
stick. I like the
cleaned out the
very
way because I'm
elegant
dumping
setting like
black
this.
in here.
This
So
I feel
it's
it. Go easy on it.
not
And
as
anytime you
much
get into that
important because you're dumping black
this won't start in the car.
into your gun, and
Safety stuff.
if you have the orange, your black is going to take over the orange anyway,
He said if
and
everything
black
works
and
on
orange is
time,
just still going to be
the
black.
black guy will be there tomorrow at 2. Well, that's
At
not
least
bad.
that's what
For a
I
guy
think.
like this. And he does have the square body dash.
But it's good to have your gun cleaned out a little bit. Every little bit, every time you clean that gun out, it helps out.
Anyway, let's fire this up. How do you do that?
Keeps everything clean.
Neutral. Oh, it's close to stick. There we go. Ha ha! Don't even know how to run it.
Little late getting here today. Was it better late than not at all?
Sounds pretty good, doesn't it? Well, it's hard to tell over the interwaves, but for stock
I
exhaust,
don't think I'm
it
going to do
ain't
a
shabby.
long show.
This has a, I don't know what they call them, 2 up. Yeah, maybe.
All right.
There's another seat that slides down in here. It's more comfortable for Jessica. Well, let's shut this off. I'm getting gassed out. Off! Shut down!
All right.
It's like a Nintendo button.
That
All right.
covered
Trying to
art.
tell you.
Now let's get the black
Spent
one.
miles riding motorcycles, but like on my Springer and my other Softail, just had that little pad in the back. And I could see how that would be terrifying because I don't like two tires in space a lot of times. You know what I mean? Okay. Oh,
Alright, dump that in there.
another one of these.
Who?
8.8 OIVK. So is that like 5/16? I don't understand. Well, there you go. Indian chieftain. Will a new motorcycle run after 2 years? Yeah, of course it will. So anyway, when we're done with the 300, I'll just push it back over there and put it on a blanket and let the cat pee on it. Cool. Well, that was probably going to do it this time because it was very, very late. I did a Insta letter and face to face live the other day. Just cleaning the shop,
There we go.
organizing, putting stuff in the bins. A lot of people like, you should include that in your videos. It seems like pretty boring to watch. You guys let me know. Please put it down below. But that's basically what I do tonight. Is I go through all of my tools, wipe all the grease off of them, put them back in the cabinet, start charging the batteries, put all the tools back, put all the rags, wipe the floor down, clean the filters out in the HVAC, shut the compressor off, drain that, roll the hoses up, make sure that the electronics are all unplugged, everything like
Alright, now we're ready to do this. Almost ready. I want to get this going. Alright, so probably gonna get some black on my fingers, so it doesn't matter. And that out. Now we have it there. I think that's enough. Put some air on it. That's it. That's it, like that. Hey, we'll untape that in a couple minutes. Uh,
there was no catastrophic damage. It just showed overall
untape that, and that'll be your pumpkin. Like I said, I just Let's untape it.
Well, I'll just show you here.
Grab it
There's
from this end.
definitely done. So I still need to unstrap the crank here and take the block off. This is the old camshaft, and it was in good shape. There really wasn't anything that
There's your
we screwed
pumpkin.
up. The cam and lifters all looked good, which is great.
Take
I
all
went
the
through
tape off of
the
there.
original miles, 78, 79,000. So I must have had a lot of idle time or just really hard pulling or hauling or something to already need a rebuild, especially at 300s. They're legendary. They're super reliable. So, but the camshaft was good. The lifters were good. The bearings, however, showed some wear. So here's a main shot. Pretty much all of them. That one had a lot of heat. Shot. Now pistons, no physical damage, but I am seeing the oil ring
So now I take
kind
the
of stuck.
paintbrush around and do the other
You see the wear on the
stuff
tires.
up a little bit more.
The cylinder
But
walls
there's basically your pumpkin the same way.
did show a
That's
lip
what you see
that
up
wasn't
there.
grooved.
And that if
So
take when I take the
we decided
paintbrush
to test
around
this thing out.
to
Now I'm
do
out
it up,
here
finish it
just
all
for a
out,
minute.
will be good.
Now some of the parts, like I say, are very
Um,
athletic. So let's begin.
so the next thing I'll probably work on, will probably uh,
11 inch heavy
I
duty
don't know if I have
metal.
enough.
If you remember those were smoked.
Yeah, I might
So let's
have
run the
enough of
cams
her
on the
hair.
camshaft. We can start there.
I could do
This
her
is
hair.
a 212, 212, 50 with a 447 lift at a
I could do the hair up
1.06. So it's going
and
to
all
have
that.
probably 1,000
But
to 2,000
that's the
RPM.
steps I'm
This thing
taking as I'm going
barely
along,
idles this.
doing
Really cool.
doing it and that.
We got, of course,
So now I have to do the hair.
the
We're
lifters
going to
set,
do
and we've
a
got the full
light.
comp and timing gear set
She's a
for the hair
brunette,
as well.
so we'll do the
We're
light
using stock rods,
brown
and then we've got
first,
flat
and
top
then I'll
rods.
come in
We're
with
going to do
the
laser
dark. The
pressure
hair
treatment.
mainly going to
So a couple things
it'll.
happened when we
If I
did
shoot the
the
light,
revolving
I'll shoot the
door
light
block
brown
filter.
first,
Then we took
and
time to
then I'll
polish
come
the
in with
body,
the
polished it a
paintbrush.
little bit.
And if I come
Hair,
in with the
a little more
paintbrush,
of that. And
I'll
then we
come
got
in
flat
with the
top
darker
with
colors
all
to
the
give
fitting.
it the
Now
lines
we
and
got that
everything,
nice aligned compression ratio.
and
So
that'll
there's a
give
nice
it
little
the
jump there.
realization of that.
The pistons, but they're going to do the deal.
But
We
it's
wrapped them in some
a
paint.
matter of your
This is
process
actually a
of doing.
pretty sick picture.
Yes, wow,
Speaking of
it's a cool
paint,
picture, but it's a lot
let's
of
do the lines now.
process of doing.
We now have
Cause it's like how I gotta come in with the lips. I'll have to do that.
let's go
I could
ahead
do
and
the lip
figure
right in there. I could
this
cut. Maybe I
seal up.
could do that.
Pretty sick.
If you look at
We got
this,
a milling oil pump here.
I could probably do the
This
lip
part here,
now if I want to.
like 99% of you said, go ahead and put a seal on. Reliability,
I have to
mileage, better cold starting,
move
better
this
handling.
out of the way in a way.
So I went ahead and got a sniper clip. I had to do a forebear.
But you're almost better off
This
just
feels
coming
polished
in
black or like a matte gold.
with a different
Did the polish on it.
picture.
Well, that meant I had to get
Let's
the
see.
pump well cleaned.
I gotta cut that off
So
of
I had to do
there.
that. And you already saw the heads and headers. So I put longitude headers on it as well. This
Well, I
is
could
your
do it like
little
this.
window.
Come
You
on.
don't want them to have split sets
You
of
do
heat
it
sink
like
modules when you
this.
get home.
No, I
That
can't.
part. So we're going to convert it over to a GM style HEI
Take this off of
efficiency
there.
suite. And then last but not
Alright.
least, we have the heads down
Take
here.
that
These
off.
have like a 79
I
access
took that
glove
piece
box.
off.
There is a small
Now
little
I'll
fold
take the
down button
pumpkin
as
piece
well.
off of here.
Valves have been, everything is done. It's already got the seals on it.
Now I
Got
can
the
use
seal
this
set.
piece
I gotta wait
to
for
go
the
ahead and
gear
cut her
box
lip out
and push
and
button
put it
on
back,
the left
put it on there.
once we get everything assembled.
And that'll have her
Line up
lip
the
in
pocket,
focus.
swap it over
But it's
geometry.
kind of in a way
And of course that
be
Velcro
better
clip
for
here.
me to go ahead and just
In the glove boxes, we
do
got
it on the
the valve
paintbrush
cover air
and get
cleaner,
it all in there.
small
The same thing with
doodad.
uh I have the lines from when I cut her face out before. I do have some of the lines around her ear
They have like two
traced there
tongues,
so I could
and
have her
if you
ear.
look good,
and I have some of the lines there for the hair coming down over her face in a way. So I do have some of that. Even the nose, I have some of the stuff for the nose and everything like that. And I do have some of the tracing of the lip because, like I said, with the one folder,
Of course, this is, like I say, follows clean, walks, dip,
let's get that.
board, hone,
Here
it's
it
got
is.
all new plugs, all that stuff in it. Oh, looks like he's got the.
Okay, you can see here
That's pretty good.
when I cut the,
You can see it.
I did the face and that.
You got
Uh, you can see on the back side where I had the lip and some of these lines I have for like around the ear, that was around the lip, her hand, all that was cut out. I had it all cut out and I got it on there. So it's a matter of that process as you go along and that. So it's just I had it on there. Like I said, I could probably come in here right now and go ahead and cut that lip out the rest of the way and put it in there. Let's see what I got.
and then the severe blow-by, but good checked off. So find points that you want a chain on this. Actually, finding the chain is going to be the biggest difficulty. And then we'll lift this up. Guess I can use a cherry picker and get it out of engine.
Yeah, we can do it.
Stand this, hoist this.
I have enough cut out there and I could do that. I wish I would have did that before I did the black in a way.
Temperature fingers on this. Don't get the right. Get it the soft touch. Should have done this on the stand.
Let me see something. Let's check out something. My glasses need clean right now.
What is happening? I don't get it. How could this be a two-person operation?
Now let's take a look at this closer.
I've never seen it. Here's the hot. On the back. I need socket.
Know if I could do it or not.
Oh. Either my blood pressure was up. Just snuck in last night. The thermostat on the light setting. You know what that is? It's a hidden setting. Right there. It goes loose. And it just shoots fire.
I want to make sure I have it right. We're good. I might go ahead and do that. And just go ahead and put the lip in there. It's pretty close, so we're going to go ahead and try doing it. We'll give it a shot, see what happens. But I gotta dump this out and get it all, get the rest of it cut out. Let's see, where's my cutting mat? There it is. There it is. Cutting mat. folder. I want to put all this stuff in the folder.
Now we're ready. Roll the count. Stand by. We're going live. In 5. Go. Whiskey. Vice script 1. Oh, hey. Welcome to Derek's. I had no idea what was going in your class. Okay, so we got it up here on the stand. Let's take a look at this.
Let's do that.
Check.
Have that. Put that in the
This is
folder.
where it counts. My buddy doesn't
Now, I'll take this.
We'll figure this out. Once
I'll
we get
cut
it
them lips out the rest of the way, so I need my X-Acto knife.
rebuild it as well. We'll lose up some seat stuff. Speaking of, I think I already lost the actual receipt. Might be on my mom's house. Anyway, I'll bring you over here. We'll take a close look at this.
So I'll show you what I'm doing over here.
Obviously, we're going to short block.
Or we could do it up here.
Simply done. Sounds kind of easy. So this is
Do it up here.
we got to check ring gap.
So I'm just going to go by the back side.
We got
You see what I'm doing? I'm just going to go by the back side and finish cutting the lip out.
weird. This looks weird. So like I said, this
Have
whole block
that
had a
there.
ring ridge on her. So instead of just going 10, we just knocked her over to 30.
Have it come down.
Yeah, it looks great.
And
Nice hatch in there. Clean.
up.
The lip tray or valley, I don't know what you call it. Side cover, dewbabber. Looking nice.
That there.
Lifter board.
Have this come around.
And noticing we got
And
some
that
pressing out there.
that.
Go ahead and twirl this over. Freeze clogs and plugs.
That there.
There we go.
So that'll be that.
Maintenance caps.
Hey Tim, how you doing, Matt?
Ford did go ahead and put almost all engine manufacturers have an arrow or a
So
number
we're trying to do a
indication. So
coffee
one
cup here.
forward, two forward,
So now,
three over
like I
here,
said, I wish I would have
4, 5,
did
6,
this lip before I did the
6, 5,
rest of it,
6, 5.
but that's
Not
okay.
really good at math, but something
Now,
there. But physically, you can obviously tell.
make sure I cover up what I can.
This is also different.
Because I'll come in, like I said, I'll come in with the
Bearing sit
paintbrush later.
ship.
I just want to get a lot of stuff blocked in for now.
Looks like this is a one piece.
Now it's going to be
So that's going to be interesting.
right
I'm not gonna
there,
put that on until we get off the rig here. But I believe
right
that
there,
here,
right there.
300s were the rope style.
So how's Tim doing? You busy?
Probably one of the reasons these are fairly
Sure you are.
legendary is they're already
There, there,
sealed in the front there. I
there.
also just noticed we were gonna check clearances on the tank here. It looks like the guy already did that. We got 21,000. Wow, 21.
I'm sure you are busy.
23. So that's great. So that all checks out. So
Uh.
done.
So Tim, when you gonna get back starting doing live again, live feeds and that? Miss you, buddy.
Make sure that our oil bosses are in the correct position. All that's fine.
I know you needed to rest up and that with doing a new job and everything.
Make you sleep better at night. So I think that's where we're going to start. Is we'll just clean. We'll take the main caps off. We're going to lay these out again in order. If you happen to not have these, or you can't read them,
May do one this week. That'd be nice.
always take
I'm
pictures.
sure a lot of people miss you.
Simple as a tape marker.
Doesn't seem like it, but I'm sure a lot of people miss
Three
you.
dots, 4 dots,
Like I've been telling people, I said,
or you can get
they went to
cheap stamp set.
school and everything, learned all your skills and that, telling everybody.
But it has the alphabet plus all
And he's teaching you free, live on the internet,
but you could just take
and nobody shows up on the channel and that.
whether it's a
I get you, man. I'm right there with you. But I get the other people too. Like I said, they have jobs and that, and I'm sure they're tired too. It's just goes both ways. It's like I don't expect anybody to be here all the time and that when I'm live, but I just it's what it is. On UPO paper, okay. U, UPO and aluminum. Yeah, this is like I said, it's one of them like the coffee cup. It's a coffee cup aluminum style in a way, and I figure I'd do one on here. I ain't never done none on this stuff. Something new. We gotta keep ourselves new in the projects that we do. Keep doing different things. Try a different stuff. Try different things, and that keep it and yeah, keep something new going on. Yeah, I got your paintbrush here going along. I have that H&S gun yesterday, and I was talking about how the H&S gun is doing, and all of a sudden it decided not cooperating. And I'm trying to figure out. I gotta try to fix it. Uh, I thought I had it cleared out, and it's still bubbling backwards. I thought I had that end cleared out enough and that, and it's still clearing out. Your paintbrush has been kicking butt. Yeah, the nozzle went. Oh yeah, I didn't even think about it being cracked. Yeah, I have to check into that, but I didn't bump it or anything. I did find a big hunk of paint in it, and that, so I'm gonna have to give it a spa day. Clean it out really well. Because that gun, the one bad thing is, uh, it's a two-part, or not two-part. It's got the screw on top of that, and you can't see down in there far enough to see if there's any really bad thing blocking you. It's like you want to have one of them cameras to look down in there, like they do on the car motors and that. We have to come up with something like that for the airbrush world, so they can see inside their gun, their paper, their airbrush guns, to see what's happening. They call it a gyroscope or something like that. Oh, I was thinking, what was it? Heck, I can't think of the artist. Uh, who's the artist that has the Starry Nights? The artist who did the Starry Nights. Is it Rembrandt? No. Um. I can't. The Mozart. Is it Mozart? Heck, I can't think of it. Vincent Van Gogh. Okay, yeah. His painting with the Starry Nights and that. I was thinking where it'd probably be best that you do it, Tim, because you're so good with the airbrush and you know his style, how he did it with his brush strokes and how you could represent that painting with the. Whoa, I got you facing down there. Representing that painting with the airbrush. It's like you want to do the dagger strokes and up, or the dagger strokes and on it to represent his brush strokes. Yeah, the do it both ways. Like I said, he got that brush stroke when he did it all his going around with the starry thing, but with the airbrush going around like that, and then come in afterwards and you could tighten them up with a little bit with your paintbrush and that. It'll be a big project, but it'd be a cool project in a way. All right, this red, like I said, I'm setting this up with red on the lips. Did you, Tim? Did you see my what was it the abstract one I did the Stevie Nicks? What you think of that? First time doing an abstract in a way, and that's the only one I did an abstract. I thought it turned out pretty cool. I don't think you have to say that it's Stevie Nicks. It could be any female artist. It was something different. It was completely different, and I was like, oh, let me do her as an abstract, and so that's why I did it, and I thought it'd be cool. Because Stevie Nicks is that way. She likes art. She likes art, and so I just figured I'd do it. Uh, let's see, I got it right here. For all of you, that's what I did. I finally did the 40. I locked it down with the 40/50 and that. And so I just figured it was something kind of neat in a way, but it was a little bit kind of wild to do. But that was my rendering of abstract. I've never done abstract, and I figured I'd do a Stevie Nicks one. So that's cool. I thought I'd try something different. And you guys know I you guys know that I like doing something off the wall, something different, something challenging. Just do just stay with the art field. That's the way I I like doing it. Giving it your you think if you think about it, do it. If you think about it, do it. Don't hold back. They might be challenging, but just do it.
Now, I know you guys keep telling me use the airbrush,
You think about a different way of doing artwork, just
but don't
do it.
worry, I wasn't actually
Don't hold back. It might be challenging, but you already got thoughts of it, so do it.
let's be honest, pretty trash. All I did was just gently snug them up. I didn't even let it click. Just run them down. It's just faster than doing it by hand, right?
Because they won't.
Okay, so
It's only going to be a thought, and you're the only one going to have that thought. Nobody else going to see what your thought was or
it's good to
what
have
kind of thought God put in your mind.
ARP to have a specific
Because after all, it ain't for Him, we wouldn't do some of the stuff that we do.
color. Hardened fasteners have washers. Pay
Uh,
attention to the washers,
not
the
liking that.
upside and the downside. Kind of like
Put this off to the side.
same principle. So pay attention to that. I did not oil these because the crank was already checked and all the bolts were already constructed. I had plenty on.
I
So
pray to Him every time before I start
now
doing my artwork. I try to
some torque
pray to God all the time
in mains. We're going to go about
that
65
somebody learns something or
ish.
that I do His work, not my work,
Which is a
and
70s
all the other artists
engine building
out
name.
there
It was
and
really
up
all
there,
back in the day.
out there and up there
So it's hit and miss. So
with Him.
65, 70, quite honestly, ended up being more than okay, especially for this particular application. I'm going to do about half of that, and we'll do half. So we'll just call it 30,
He
60.
give us the ability to do the artwork.
Go through here and focus on
Uh,
maybe 2, and then we're going to come back
all these other artists before our time now
do it all the
that's
way
gone
down
through this stuff.
from the crank shafts, obviously inside
He's trying to help.
both directions.
He and them are trying to help us to get through this stuff.
Work your way through. If you want,
He who can't.
you can make sure your crank is free and moving. I'm not going to do
This
that.
lip might be a little
45
darker than
inches here.
I really need.
I might also mention right now, as you're putting connecting rods in, you always want to make sure that you have free play. Meaning when you place it,
I say some
you get
people are
your
born with the gift of
position
doing art. No,
yeah.
they wasn't born with the gift of doing art.
So if this don't go crazy and spin this thing over a cajillion
They were
times,
born
you
with the
want it
thought
straight.
from God to give them, to have them do the art. But it doesn't mean they'll do the art. If it wasn't for Him, you wouldn't
Okay,
do the art.
65. This does have a decimal. We could have done exactly half.
You wouldn't have that thought of doing the art.
Sometimes we don't push just a little bit. Just slightly like that. Drag it in again. Like the dinosaur was trying to spin the
Air it off. Don't
use that as a
spray it
base.
all on there all at once. Funny, I do all this just
Maybe
for the lip. They do all this cut out and everything just for a small area
yeah.
that's smaller than your fingernail, your baby fingernail.
Did we already do this one?
There you go. That's
Okay,
it.
I'm gonna have to get the crank bolt out. We're gonna have
And I poured all that paint in
gas
there
now.
just to have that little area. Something wrong with that picture.
There's actually
What are you doing just for that little bit? It's smaller than your fingernail.
shit tape.
Look, my baby fingernail is smaller than that.
That's how I find out that it's hard to get.
What the heck? You gotta be nuts. But it's fun, folks. It's fun.
Outside
It's fun. Look, there it is.
You just run down one side,
Uh, it's
and the
fun.
other, press double check.
Just for that little spot. Wow. But like I said, I had to come in. We'll come in with the paintbrush and that. I'm gonna definitely have to come in with the paintbrush and go ahead and put some of the white around there on her lip and that, so it really looks like she's blowing. And then it kind of details of those real light lines coming on down. Do that with the paintbrush also, stuff like that. Uh, like I told you all, I do have like real light lines going around there. I'll come around with the paintbrush, a hair on the paintbrush, and just do the little stuff like that in there. And you keep just adding a little bit at a time. I'm not going to go all out. I don't think I'm going to go all out with all the colors. I think I just might have her suit as one color. I'm debating on what that color might be. Might be a pink because it's a girl doing that. So I'm leaning more towards that, a pink color of her outfit, fuzzy suit. Because this looks like a pair of boots down here and that. So we might, and you really can't tell it in a way, but yeah, the boots that way. And then right here, she has like a hoodie on, so that's why you see this going back like that. It's like a hoodie to the outfit. Her arms right there going up to her hand and everything like that. Uh, I'm not going to do the double ponytail because you can't see it up here on that. Uh, you can't even if I did the whole thing back here, you really, because this hair is going to come around just like how it is. It's going to come around and go up, and it's going to disappear. So you ain't, you're not getting that in on this mug and that. So I might just have like a little ponytail coming on down, just a single ponytail with the hair folded up, because this strand right here going up is the her hair barrette or whatever going that way. So then that's the earring is a heart, so we'll shape that up with the paintbrush also and stuff like that. It's got a lot of little details that you will do, like her eyelashes and that. They'll come out with the I'll come out with the paintbrush in a way and have them out that way and stuff like that. The eyebrow up top, little things like that. I still got to fill in and everything. So you'll see it all as I go along. And like I have to do the rest of her eye going up and that. I do have it on this side. I kind of got a line going there. So it's little things like that I'll be doing with the paintbrush. It's just I'm trying to get a lot of this other stuff blocked in and that before I get into the paintbrush. But it'll be good. It's going to be a nice little project. Uh, the Howard suit is real furry in that. I'm going to have to do I'll block it all in. I'm going to try to make it look like the ball shape, how it looks on there. Kind of weird looking at it on here with the lettering there. I'm not doing the lettering or nothing like that. I'm just going to do her alone. That's about it. And so that'll be this coffee mug, and it's kind of neat suit that she's got on. I'm gonna try to get it close to that. So that's where I'm at on it, and How long I've been on here? Oh, hour and a half. Yeah, so we'll stop the feed right there. Thank you all for coming on by. Go ahead and hit that like and subscribe. I need some people to subscribe to the channel. So I appreciate you all coming on by. I appreciate all of you watching and that. Um, Go ahead, go out there and create some art. Your mind is thinking about doing something like this. Do it. All right. You all have a fantastic day. Have a great weekend. Today's Sunday, so have a great Sunday and the rest of the week and that. And like I said, I'm not. I think next weekend I go camping and that, so I probably won't be on next weekend. So go ahead and hit that like. Like I said, hit that like and subscribe and enjoy yourself. Be good to yourself. Nobody else will. Bye.
The boss man, if you're wavy, some people call it the Waffle House.